So as I escalate and traverse the city of Chicago, exposed to all these different things now that I've been exposed to all my life. I got these three children, and I'm not a nice fella, you know. I'm an ugly guy. I'm ugly, and it got to the point where it was something within me. I just started feeling empty. I started feeling kind of empty, and like something was missing. I wasn't happy with myself. The lifestyle had took me so far that the game had took me so far, whereas I was losing my good spirit. My good spirit was dying. I knew I couldn't go to no penitentiary. Now, how I look in the penitentiary, you got to be out your mind. I am not going to no penitentiary. So whatever game I did in the street wasn't going to get me nothing but 10 days or something like that. I wasn't going to do no penitentiary. I knew I couldn't be in no pen. But I was sharp. I knew how to do a lot of things with, you know, woo-woo, and I could run. Boy, listen, I could run. Partner, listen, I done got away many times. I could run. Every time I got on first base when I was playing ball, second base was mine. Anyway, things were getting serious. My girlfriend, they all, you know, I ain't about nothing. Always high, always drunk, fighting. I had my own place. I left home at 15. I had my own spot. Had my own spot right on the next block. I had me a room. I had rent 2 rooms. I was doing this and that in the street to pay my rent. So I run across, I'm selling jewelry. I done picked up on another aspect of the game. I'm selling jewelry, you know. And so, it's a place in Chicago, Maxwell Street, we call it Jewtown. Because all the shops, the Jews, that was their business, where they had all their business areas. A lot of their businesses, tailor shops, they had all the shop clothes. All the players in Chicago went through Jewtown. They had all the shop clothes. All kind of stuff. And that's where you go buy your jewelry and stuff like that. So now, I'm fast. I'm 17, 18 years old. I'm 19 years. I'm fast. I'm real fast. I got more game than the Harlem Globetrotters. Me and everybody I know. But you realize every time you look around, somebody done got killed. All 3 of my cousins got killed. People I grew up with getting killed. People I grew up with ODing. Guys that was the sharpest boy in the whole neighborhood. The sharpest boy in the neighborhood. All the girls loving all the boys tried to emulate him. Sleeping in an empty apartment, hands swole up, big as boxing gloves, feet swole up, shooting that hot. Boys riding in El Capolados and El Dorados and Deuce in the Quarters and all that. Now they sleeping in empty apartments. Looking bad. I'm looking at all this. So now, as I go down Jewtown, I go down there buy clothes, and now I'm in the jewelry game. Okay, I see the Muslim brothers down there. But I used to see the Muslim brothers over on the west side too. They had a restaurant, what they call a steak and take, because I was living in a music school. Yeah, I was living in the music school because I got into music. I get to that. So I used to go there. I like those vegetarian sandwiches and fish sandwiches, all them stuff they had. Now when I'm down Jewtown, they be on different corners. So I go to Steak and Take, get something to eat. They out front selling the newspaper. Muhammad Speak. Muhammad Speak is on the street. So now by this time I'm a revolutionary. I'm in the Black Power movement. I'm back to Africa. That's where I'm at now. I done come out the game. I still sell a little jewelry. But now I'm revolutionary. We had an organization called Our People's Enterprise. It was based on astrology. Black Aquarius, Black Uranus, Black Sagittarius, Black Taurus, woo woo woo. Everybody had certain characteristics to help us build what we trying to build. Anyway, we hooked up. We Pan-Africanists. We following the tradition of Marcus Garvey. These people, I meet them because I'm smoking. I go around, that's why I go, you know what I mean? So I meet them, and this is what they kicking. And it was real interesting because you go down in their place, and they had them black lights. And then they had all these posters on the wall. Black Sagittarius, Black Aquarius, all these different kind of pictures on the wall, this and that, music playing. And so, I'm out my neighborhood, you know, I'm into music now, so I'm moving around. So I'm still living at the music school. I get hooked up with these people. Now I'm revolutionary. Because at that time, the music, the last poets, I'm gonna tell you, the last poets, John Coltrane, Pharoah Sanders, Archie Shepp, Ornette Coleman, Max Roach, or wife, I can't call her name, she sang. People was into a black consciousness now. This is the black consciousness era. We just come out the civil rights era. So all the players and the gangsters and all that in the street, they wasn't too much about getting spit on and shot at and beat up and all like that. But we all loved Dr. King. We loved, my grandma went to the March on Washington. My grandma went, her church, all of them went. But we wasn't about that getting spit on and all that kind of stuff like that, you know. But when the revolutionary thing came around, a lot of the street people turned to that. I did. Back to Africa movement. So I go through all that. I end up in jail in Kingston, Jamaica. Okay? Me and my partners, the group, we selling dashikis. We making dashikis. We making long garments for women. He's sewing, I'm cutting the patterns. I got the patterns, I'm cutting woo-woo, he's sewing. We in business. Oh man. We knocking $600-700 a week. That was good money then. We selling dashikis, we go hit all the spots where we could sell, you know. And so there's a lot of spots, Chicago, you know. One time we was in Gary, Indiana, because we had got us a house in Gary, Indiana. We had a business in Gary, Indiana also. We drive from Chicago, Gary, Indiana. One day we roll up on this big event in Gary, Indiana. All these people standing outside. So now we got all this Black Power paraphernalia. Posters and red, black, and green flags. We make all that. We do silk screen. We silk screen Angela Davis. We silk screen Kwame Nkrumah. We silk screen Marcus Garvey. We selling posters. We selling oils and incense. You know, that's where we at. And we selling some other things too. But anyway, we rolled up on this spot in Gary. And so I said, well, what's going on here? They said, that's the Jackson family in there. I said, oh, the Jackson family? They said, yeah. That's when they were still living in Gary. I ain't Jackson, okay. I think we sold a few dashikis around there. Maybe a couple flags. Then we had Whoop on Chicago, whoop. So back and forth now. Okay, I'm getting to it. So now I'm encountering all of this I'm experiencing all of these things at a young age. I didn't have no brothers and sisters. I was my mother's only child. My grandmama and them raised me. I was raised by old people. I thought like old people. I thought like old people thought, because that's who raised me. I thought like they thought. That's how I survived in the street. My granddaddy told me, be a lone wolf. You don't need to run with nobody, especially if you're doing wrong. If you're doing wrong, you got to be by yourself. You can't be with nobody and you doing wrong. Don't lead your friend into wrong. Don't let your friend lead you into wrong. And if you do wrong by yourself, because your friend might tell on. You might tell on him. But anyway, all this is in me. And I'm seeing the Muslim brothers down here with the paper. Muhammad Speak newspaper. And I get a paper, I start looking at the cartoons is what got me, really. Cartoons, man. Old paper, you get an old Muhammad Speak newspaper and look at them cartoons, man. Anyway, I'm wearing turban. I'm turban down, dashiki down. Got on blue jeans or khakis. I'm wearing sandals. Got my bag over my shoulder. Back in here, Revolution carrying bags on, So look, me and the Muslim brother, we exchanged. I said, well, man, y'all so black, this and that. Why you don't wear no dashikis? Why you don't wear no African garb? He said, well, our people look at the white man as being the authority in the land. So we want to show them that we are an authority also. This is why we dress like this. We authority in the land just like they're authority in the land. We're professional just like they're professional. We like to wear suits and get sharp just like they do. It was like that. So I didn't say nothing else to him, but I take the paper, read the paper, woo. So now, September 1972, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was speaking on what they call the theology of time. Omar Gaddafi had gave the Honorable Elijah Muhammad $2.1 million or something like that, to buy this big Greek Orthodox church. It was beautiful. If you ever see Minister Farrakhan on YouTube from Mosque Mariam, that's the place I'm talking about. So now, I'm going down Jewtown, woo. And so they handing out these flyers come with. So I said, well, okay, I'm going to go. I'm going to go and see. I'm going to go. Because now I'm feeling empty inside. I know I'm on thin ice and at the edge of the cliff. I'm going to get killed. People's looking for me. Police looking for me. People looking for me. I done took people's money. I done did this and did that. I ain't fool with no women though. I ain't none of that. No, I ain't did none of that kind of stuff. No. I always had me a girlfriend. I always had respect for girls. I didn't do no bad things to no girls. My grandma told me. She made sure that I understood that. But I did mistreat my son's mother. I did. I feel so bad. Sometimes when I pray, it bothers me so bad I tear up. How I used to be. So crazy, drunk off that wine. I pray Allah forgive me.
Amen. Somebody forgive us all, huh?
Anyway, because I used to fight all the time. I used to fight. I had to fight. Plus, I was the only child. So I had to fight. So I ran with the people that ran things. That's who I ran with. I ain't have no brothers and sisters. They was my brothers and sisters. But anyway, the flyers say be at this certain point on the west side, Roosevelt and Central Park, and the University of Islam school bus is gonna pick you up. Different parts of the city, their bus will pick you up.